Hey everybody, where am I? There I am. So, welcome to class number 2, guitar lesson number 2 from Radio Terra. And we're on part 2 of this song by the Temptations, My Girl. But what we did last week is, if you're all here, we're going to start things off again with the tuning. And if you want to get into these, they're live. There was a guy that came. I just did this class in Portuguese, and a guy popped on, and he just wanted to know about bar chords and how to move them around and how to get the best out of your body. To how can I get my bar chords going better? And so so the thing is about these classes, you can just come in, and so he kind of sent it in a different direction, kind of. Basically, I just adapted, but it was really cool. So if you have a question, that's a nice thing about it. Just sign up for the class. You can just register right here. All you got to do is sign up, and you get all the materials, and you can see, in case you want to get something from last week's class, part 1, you can get that. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So we started off last week, but I'll give you the tuning again because I want to go over our system here. So we got the 6th string, E, 5th string, A for you to tune. Then the 4th string is D. Okay. And then 3rd string is G. Then B is the 2nd string, and E is the 1st string. So the names of the strings are Eddie, E, 8, A, Dynamite, Goodbye, Eddie. Okay? So this song, now what we're going to do also, we jumped into kind of like this D world so that we can get a kind of a better sound, and also we're going to be using this in the next week's lessons. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this D note on the 4th string, and we're going to take the 6th string, So what it is now, we got this kind of this D thing going, and it's pretty cool. It's called a drop D tuning, and we're going to be using this for next week. But also, so when you sign up for the class, okay, we sign up for the channel. Go to the chart for My Girl, and so what you got there's 4 pages of this. We're looking at the first page, but basically you'll see this. There's a little bit of a tab thing, and there's also the chords. But you see that D chord? Well, what we're doing, the D chord's on the line. It's like in the 6th measure. So the song you're playing. So what we do now, this is a D, but we want to play. We got this A chord. And bass lines, standard bass lines, they always kind of they really alternate between the 1, especially country ones. But so this song goes, it goes the 5th. So what's the 5th of A? Well, let's start off on A, because we're working with numbers all the time in this class, and all that. It's really good. So for you not to forget what you're doing. So here we are. This 5th string is an A. Okay, so we're going to go A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then right before this on the first fret of the G string. 7, 1. So it's really important. You can take it easy. You don't have to learn all this stuff right away, but don't give up and just learn a couple things, like that this is an A chord. And it's made up of an A on the 5th string. And then in regular tuning, this E string would be this sound. Okay? So you have A as the open string. Then on the 4th string, you got an E. That's the 5, the 1, and the 3. Now, how do you remember that? Well, you just go up the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go, 5. So 6, 7, 1. So there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 5. You have 1, 5, 1, 3, and then 5 at the top. It's real important to remember those things, and like this is something that you're going to use this for the rest of your life. And so what happens is, and this guy earlier in the other class, he said, well, how do I move these bar chords around? And so first you analyze this stuff. So you got this is your A, and you know you got a 1 there. So I mean a 1 and a 1. So what happens when you move this 1 down? And you can play the same chord, but you lower that. So that's kind of like your beauty chord, A major 7th. But so you analyze these things. What else can I do in this thing? Well, I can take the 3rd. That's your 3rd. And I can lower that a half step. Minor. I get rid of this 1, and I got the flat 7th. A minor 7th. Or I can put the 3rd back, and I get an A 7th. Okay? So, I can even raise this 3rd up to a 4th. Since I've been a young boy, I played the silver ball. That's the beginning of this Tommy, anyway. But okay, so basically we've got the whole number thing going on. Now here we are in this chord. I'm getting around to why we lowered this D. So we got the first chord is, and one of the things you guys are going to be learning a lot is the pentatonic scale. So here we are. We got this 1. So let's go back to the wide, Gabriel. It's full wide. So we got this 1 here. Okay, tight. Real quick, Gabriel. The tight. Give me the tight. The tight. Yeah. So what we got now, we got this 1, 2, 3. And we're going to be kind of learning a pentatonic scale just by learning this song. So it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. Play a solo. So we're going to go up the pentatonic scale. Anyway, so that's like the thing that you use when you're improvising. But anyway, in this song, so let's go back to the chart again. So you're playing these numbers, and so 0, you just play the open on the 5th string, then you play on the 2nd fret, 4th string, then you move to the next string, the 4th string, 2, 4, and then 3rd string. So numbers on the scale are this: 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. Now, what happens when we go to the D? You can just play the. You don't have to play the whole thing, but just play this top part of the D. And you can play this low. Instead of playing it the way I wrote it here, you got, see where it says 0? Well, you can it's the same note, only lower. So you can go 0, 2, 4. But when you get down to, instead of playing 2, 4, instead of going da da da, instead of going 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, you're gonna go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. Just like in that song, I was down. What's it? How's I Want to Be Blind? Oh yeah. Someone told me. Someone told me it was over. What's that? Anyway, so you play. So you play this low D. You can go. I got sunshine. Oh, sunshine. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. So what you get to do, you get to play this line while you sing. Now, that's not the easiest thing to do in the world. However, you can just do it without singing it. So you can go. But you can do it. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold. When it's cold, it's that is a trip, isn't it? When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Hey. Okay, so then you go. So now let's go to page 2. So basically, you do that thing, and then we're just going to go. Now, if you want to play a regular, you can just skip the low note, but you can go A, then you B minor, and then up to. You can play this D major 7. Say, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? I'm talking about my girl, talking about. So then we can repeat that again. So those little dots right there on the second line, we're on page 2, and it would be like 19, 20, 21. So the 22, there's like bar 22, there's a little double dots. That means you go back and you repeat that. Oh, so you repeat that one time. So my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. And then we have a little solo section that you can do. And that's pretty much the same thing, except now, we go through the solo. Let's go to the next page, page 3. Now what's going to happen, you get to learn a little bit more about your pestanas. But let's kind of, before we go to the key of B, let's go back to page 1. So I'm going to go over this really slow. So put me on the wide shot, Gabe. Please. I mean on the tight shot. So remember we tuned this low string down to a D. So we play the A. And then where's 1 at? A is 1. That's how you can move these chords around. It's pretty cool. So this is 1. So what do you do? So like right up here, the nut is playing the 1. But you can put your finger on this C, and now you can play the same chord. The same 3 fingers, you move them up to here. And also we can move them up to this B. So A, B. And that's how we move the keys. So you're going to, on page 3, it changes keys. It goes, I got sunshine. So where's the 1 at? Right here. 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. Now how do I know for sure that's a 1? Well, you just sing the do re mi thing. So you just go like this. Okay, do re. And there's a kind of a really cool scale pattern so you can get this happening, at least up to where we need to go. You go 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. Okay. So you go 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. So you can see 2, 4, 2, 4, and then you got the next note. So it's like 1, 3. So you can go dun, dun. But I like sliding up to the 3rd. It's the same thing on this low and A. So you get right in the position, and then put your 3rd finger. I got sunshine. And then you go to this low D, and that sounds good, doesn't it? And this is kind of easy. They just play. Or you can use a guitar pick. I'll pretend like I have a pick in my hand. I'm just going to use my thumb. So I got my finger and my thumb, like a guitar pick. So you play. I like it better. Boom. I got sunshine, sunshine. I got sunshine, sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Now what we're going to do, hey, now we're going to go to page 2. Okay, so you got the whole thing there? So what we do, then we're just going to move the pestanas around. We're going to move the bar chords around. Oh yeah, right. We're on page. Oh yeah. Gabe, you're saving me. No, we're going to page two because we're going to go to page two because yeah. So we're on page two. So we're like A B D E. Now you can just skip the low string, or you can just for now just skip that low string. Just go A B D E. So skip the low string. But if you want to, you can put this finger down on this E, which is on the second fret now because we moved it. So it's I guess. So what is this second chord, this B minor? Okay, where's that come from? Well, it comes from this A chord because it's a caged chord. Okay, so let's go to the caged chords. Now caged is the forms. It's kind of like the first letter in each form. So what you got is that first one is a C caged. Now this so happens to be a C caged in the D position. You can put them anywhere you want, but it's a C chord. So it's like this C chord, but somebody moved it up here, but no one ever really does that. But this is your C chord. And then what someone did to make it a D, see, it's the same thing here. Don't worry. That's Stevie Wonder playing For Once in My Life, which is supposed to be turned off in here, but anyway. So anyway, we got a C. So we got a C. Then we have, so that's the K for the cage. Then you got this A. Now in this case, you see those three little balls in there in the middle? Well, that's like your A form. So you move it down here. That's an A chord. So you get your C chord, your A form, Ka, and then you have a G chord. The G form, and then you got, so that's your G form, and you got an E form, K-Jid, and then your D form, D. So we're in this A form, okay? So we can move it up to a B. And in this case, so let's go back to the the chart, page 2. So you see that second chord on line 15 or measure 15? So you got an A. Now that same A, you move it up, slide it up. And so the root note's a B, but it's not an A full on A, it's an A minor. So you take the third and you lower it. So you go, I guess. So that's why you got a B minor. If you want to play a B major, it'd be like that. But that's how the bar chords work, okay? So you go, I guess. Then we get a D, you say. And if you want to play the full E in the bass, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? Now if you want to do the don't, you got to hit this E, or I like to put my thumb. Talking about my girl. So we're in the 19th bar. So we go, my girl, A major 7th. Now check it out. Listen to that. We just moved the one note down one note to get the 7th. So look at the difference. My girl, talking about my girl. D, E7, my girl. And you can add this E there if you want. My girl, talking about my girl. Talking about my girl. My girl. And then we go into a solo. So we just start playing it. Dun, 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 dun. Now we're going to start changing keys. Dun, 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 E minor. Now, that C sharp minor, it's the same thing. It's that A shape, but it's a minor. So we were on this. So we got the A shape major, and if we flat the third, we have a minor. So look at that. Now I move the whole thing up, B minor, move it up to here, C sharp minor. Pretty cool, huh? So that's how you get a C sharp minor, and you just move them up. You can move them all up. You have a D minor, but so we went. So what? E, C sharp minor. Now we're gonna play an F sharp seventh, or an F sharp. Yeah, seventh. And so to do that, you just move up your E shape to here. And this is an F. To make things simple, I'm going to get out of this D thing, just for now, so you'll know where. So that's an F sharp, because this is an E. That's an E. Okay. Lift up your little finger. So now we're going to go to the third page. So now we're singing the song in a B. So now we got this B. Look at it. Okay. 6 1 1 2 3 5 6 1 1 2 3 5 6 1. I got a sweeter song, yeah, than a bird in the tree. Hey, now I'm in the 39th bar. B, C sharp, E, F sharp. What can make me feel this way, my girl? C sharp, talking about my girl, my girl. F sharp, talking about my girl. Talking about. Okay, you can put me on the wide thing again now. We're gonna be up. Talking about my girl. Okay, Gabe, can you put me in the wide shot? Gabe, what? Calling all Gabriels. Yeah, what are you trying? Can you put me in the wide shot? Wide shot. The wide shot. There you go. Thanks. Talking about my girl. My girl. So this song is like you got the 1 5 1. But when we lowered the D, that sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? We took it. Now to have the 5 there, we have to. So you got to go. Because to get the 5, you got to be up 1. Got it? Wait. So, my girl, talking about my girl. This is a little harder. My girl. You gotta. So you kind of like when you're in the beginning of the song, that D is kind of nice. It's nice, you got that big D. But when you go into the next key, then you're going to suffer a little bit, but it makes your brain work. So it's like, Because you're like going, you got it. That sounds really good. But then when you got to go, I give you. When you get this E, you gotta put this finger here. Say, E's there, not here. What can make me feel this way? And then you go, my girl, talking about my girl. So you got to work a little harder. But anyway, it makes you think and it makes you learn all the stuff. So that's kind of like the basics of it. And so you can go on here. So make sure you sign up for this class so you can go in and see what I did when I was in B, because I had to go instead of get your. So you get, I got sunshine. This is really something. So you're there. That's no problem. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. But now I'm gonna E. The one's here. Whoops. You gotta slide back here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. So that's why, go back to the chart again. You can have fun with this big D sound. However, I wrote it for you to play in the normal page 1. So when you're playing it normal, it's like this. So you just do it note. Okay, so what's written here is kind of the normal way, but now you know also how to do this big D, because we're going to be working on this big D sound again next week. Can you go into the wide again, Gabe? So next week we're going to work on a song by Neil Young. And this D drop D is a really cool thing. And also, the song we're working on next week is more designed because it's actually in the key of D. So it's got a G chord. Oh, G chord. Which is easy to do. A. E minor. So it's really like, you just got to put 2 fingers and sing Watermelon. Watermelon, watermelon. You just lay 1 finger down. You're on the. We're not playing that song. But you go up here. Okay, so you got your 2nd finger on the 4th string, 3rd string, 11th fret. 1st finger, 2nd string, 10th fret, and you're just playing Watermelon. Melon water. Then you take your ring finger and pop it down on the 12th fret of the 2nd string. Watermelon, watermelon, watermelon. And then I'll be teaching the rest of it. So like guys said. Come a little bit closer, hear what I have to say. It's like children sleeping, we can dream the So we'll be working on that next week, and we'll hang out more in this drop D world, but we're just kind of easing into it a little bit on this other song. And we worked a lot on the numbers, and we're going to keep doing the same thing with these numbers, and the same thing with these chords, and analyzing them so that you're not just learning isolated stuff. Next week we're going to be playing this E minor. I'm going to explain why you're putting this finger here, because it's supposed to be here, but we changed the note. So we're going to be talking about the numbers, and you guys are going to learn how to not forget the songs and learn a lot faster. So don't forget to sign up for this. It's all in there in the description of where to sign up, and you just put your name in there, and you get put your best email where you want to get the links to the music, the charts, and all the materials, and a reminder of when the class is next week. Okay, so we'll see you guys next week. Take care and enjoy and have fun playing. Watermelon. There's a full moon rising. Let's go out and feel the night. We know where the music's playing. Let's go and dancing in the light. 'Cause I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. 'Cause I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon. So we're gonna learn this next week, and take care.